Welcome to your next step up the self-publishing mountain.
I'm Matilda Swift, author of quintessentially British cozy mysteries.
And I'm Samantha Cummings, author of young adult books about magic, myths and monsters.
I've written the books,
Changed their covers,
tweaked their blurbs,
tried tools from a dozen ads courses.
and I'm still not seeing success.
Now, we're working together to plot and plan our way from barely making ends meet to pulling in a living wage.
Join us on our journey where we'll be mastering the pen to snag that paycheck. Hello and welcome to Pen to Paycheck Authors Podcast. I'm Matilda Swift, here with my co-host Samantha Cummings, and we're here to write our way to financial success. We're two indie authors with over 2 dozen books between us and still a long way to go towards the quit the day job dream. If that sounds familiar, listen along for our mastery through Missteps journey. Each week we cover a topic to help along the way. This week it's Challenge Week. First, what are your wins and whinges of the week?
Oh, I'm so glad I get to answer this one because my win of the week is that today we did our July workshop. And it was exactly what I needed to do. And also, I feel like it has used up all of my brain capacity for the day. So that's part, like a little bit of a whinge. My brain is just no longer working. But it was
like just a 3-hour intense session.
It was 3 hours, of going through our workbook. And even though we make the workbooks, I don't look in detail at the stuff. I try my hardest to not take any of it in, so I don't know what's coming. I was looking forward to some of the questions, so I knew like some of the stuff coming up. But it was just exactly what I needed today. And after yesterday's co-working as well, which is another win, I feel like this weekend has been a supercharged like power weekend where I've gotten loads of stuff done and set myself up for some good things in the future, hopefully.
Question mark.
Yeah, my whinge of the week is that I don't understand time. I don't know how it's mid-July, and I would very much like everything to stop.
It's gone very fast.
Yeah.
I don't understand at all. I just, like, because I'm going to lots of conferences and retreats this year, I've got really clear way markers in the year, and then every time I look up, I'm like, oh, another one, it's gone. And I've done nothing. I don't know how time's gone. Yes, so that is also my win of the week. My win is also the workshop, which I think a person made a good comment in it today, saying that you kind of come into it thinking like, oh yeah, I know what this topic's going to be about. I kind of know what I'm thinking about it, and then like it's much deeper than you think it's going to be. It just makes you go deep.
It's a therapy session. It is a 3-hour therapy session.
Yeah. And I think, so the way that we do the workshops, we do it once a month, and we provide like a workbook that's much too big to complete. So it's meant to be part of the process that you choose what you do in it. And both of us, when we make these, we try to not think about our answers. And also, even if you did think about your answers, like the point of, as you're saying earlier, like when you go in the session, like I really have to sit down with it, you go much deeper than you thought you would. And you have like a whole hour to go through your first pass and pick the questions you want to answer and write your answers and have a think about why you do and don't want to do things. And then you talk about it as a group, and then you go away and do some more that you think, oh, I didn't want to do those before, and now I'm going to force myself to do it. And then you come back, have another talk and reflect on things. And we answer all sorts of questions about like, what was the most impactful question? What did you not want to do? And it just, like, I thought about things that have been at the edge of my consciousness for a long time, and I really had to write the answer. And the questions where I didn't have a good answer, I had to think about why. And I feel like a new person. It was exactly what I needed. And part of that was on purpose because we choose topics to align with, like, what do we need? So we chose the topic of the kind of commercial meets creative intersection this month, which I think in my head I'd sort of thought of like a very practical, get some things pinned down topic, but ended up being like a very deep conversation in where am I going to struggle, and like where am I not factoring in potential problems in terms of what I want to write, what I'm going to be happy writing, what I can write, and how can I plan ahead for that. And it came with like some really good concrete things to do. It just felt phenomenal. And anyone who doesn't want to attend, that's absolutely fine. Like, we're not saying this as a sales pitch. Just doing anything where you're forced to focus on something for longer than you'd want to with other people. That's all you need.
Yeah, I had multiple epiphanies, and yeah, I feel like so many things you think the answer is one thing, and then you realize that it's a completely different thing that you've like drilled down into. And it's it's funny how by talking to other people and answering what seems like simple questions at first, you realize that a lot of the time your limited belief in things
Yeah.
is is the problem.
Yeah, we had a couple come up today that were like, oh, the problem isn't what I thought it was. It's that I don't want to invest financially in this thing that I would need to invest in order to go ahead.
Mm.
Yeah, and a lot of like mindset issues that aren't what you thought they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deep.
Like I've peeled a new layer off myself, and
Yeah.
this is the fresh Sam. But I don't know what that means yet, but I'm a different person, good or bad.
Yeah. But that was also my win of the week. And yeah, co-working yesterday, I did some very useful work, and it was work that took so much longer than I thought it was going to take, and it was so good to have other people there to just like have little 25-minute breaks along the way and not feel like I'm going to walk away
Yeah.
and give up.
Yeah. I always save up my all of my admin for Saturdays, so I
Yeah.
love getting the like loads of wins because I've saved loads of easy jobs to do. So
That is the worst thing about co-working is every 25 minutes take a break, and Sam has done like I would say maybe 3 to 5 significant things, and I'm like I've started one thing.
yeah.
It's a good lesson at practicing co-working like in those intense admin sessions does work.
Hmm.
So yes, a very positive week this week, and yeah, I feel very good, but for that and other reasons. If we get onto today's topic.
Okay. Oh, exciting. So the topic of the week is that we've just finished our quarterly challenge week. What did you challenge yourself to do?
Yeah, it's such a simple challenge, like to get back in my habits. And I have a few different habit tracking systems that I developed last year as kind of ways I wanted to like reduce decision fatigue. So some of it is like morning and nighttime routines so that I don't have to decide like, oh, should I start going to bed now? Because I don't have kids, I don't have a day job anymore. I could do whatever I want. And so you think, oh, how much freedom, lovely. But then you get up in the morning, you're lying there thinking like, I'm a bit tired still. Should I go back for more sleep, or should I just read for a bit, or what should I do? And then you've lost the whole day to sort of pondering all the stupid things that you didn't need to think about. So I made myself morning and evening routines. I then have a weekly like chore chart and a weekly um I used to have a different one, but I've changed it into like an exercise chart and a planner. And like all those can feel really overwhelming to kind of keep up with. As soon as you slip a little bit, then it's like, oh, never mind, I won't do anything. Uh because my morning one has things like write morning pages in, which takes, maybe 15 minutes, read for 10 minutes. I used to have yoga in for 10 minutes, but actually by the time you add everything up and like you've showered and sorted out the cats and done those things, like it's quite a long routine. And if I was running late, I would just be like, never mind, I'll do none of it. So I've taken yoga off and just added in a exercise of some form at some point throughout the day and to try and get that back in order. And it's going well.
Very good. End of podcast.
Yeah.
You can clock out.
Done.
I was doing social media again, so I've been posting quite regularly on social media anyway recently and enjoying it as much as one can. But I wanted to start trying out reels trial reels, sorry, because everybody talks about trial reels being the best thing ever and everyone is having loads of success. So I thought, well, I'll give it a whirl because I like to try different things on social media. And I wouldn't say I've seen much success, or I suppose the question it should be, what success was I hoping for? Like, what was the outcome? And I wondered whether I would be getting, like, maybe I'd notice more KU reads on my books, or maybe I'd notice loads of views, and none of that really happened. I was getting the same amount of views on a reel that I would get on my normal account. I have had more followers, so I have gained some, like a handful more followers from the trials that I was doing. And I can see...
And trial will go to strangers, right? So it's like TikToks.
Yes. So it goes to like people who aren't following you, and just tries to see where they could put you. And it has been fun. I've enjoyed doing it because it's something new to do. I don't think I did as much as what other people are doing. I think that's the problem. So I know when other people are doing trial reels, they're posting like 6 a day. Now, the good thing with trials...
And for a long time.
Yeah, and for a long time. So I never was expecting anything drastic for the first week, because I'm going to continue this. But people are posting like 6 times a day, and they are strategically using like the same hooks with different videos, or different videos and the same hooks, or the same captions or different captions, and they're being quite strategic about it. And I don't really like being strategic about that sort of thing, because that takes the joy out of it for me. So I've been using the same hooks and the same videos, and then just like mixing up the music that I'm using and the captions that I'm using, because that feels more like fun. Some of it's kind of easier to just like mimic, and then I get to play with captions and things. So it has been really fun doing that. I haven't done 6 a day, because to me that's insane. But I also, I can see why people are doing it, because you don't have to worry about the same people seeing it twice. And I think that's one of the things when you're doing just like your own reels on your own, just on your profile, the hesitation of just reusing the same content over and over again is that you're worried that people will look at that and think you're just doing the same thing over and over again. And that, I think that it definitely puts me off doing that. I wouldn't want to do that just for my own stuff, for everyone to see, because it would feel, I don't know, like inauthentic to just do the same thing over and over again.
It feels salesy. Like the only reason you're doing it is for sales. You're not doing it for like anything where you're genuinely sharing or showing something you've created. It's like very blatantly, buy my book.
So that side of it is good. So I can see it after a couple of days. I was like, I should just be posting the same video over and over again. So then I started just posting the same video, and now I think I'm just going to continue with just one video and just try different hooks. So it has opened up like more understanding of what I can use trials for. And even though nothing much happened, like it hasn't done anything for me per se, it has just given me something else to play with, just I guess to continue seeing. It's a bit of a tough one.
Yeah. So why did you save it for challenge week? Why weren't you just doing it already?
For time, and I'm just so tired at the moment.
But you're still tired. So why did you do it in challenge week when you were like, that's quite a time-consuming thing to do? Like my social media energy has been depleted quite a bit recently, and I didn't want to try trials whilst I was like in the middle of trying to launch a book, because it felt like too much. So this was kind of my way of getting back into using social media as a tool rather than like just a habit, which is what I've gotten into really with what I've been posting of late. Is it just feels like a habit. I'm just following a routine, and that doesn't feel like it's working for me. So I needed to break the routine and just try something different. And I wouldn't have done it because it's like it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but even posting one extra video is it. Even like if it takes 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes that And it's never just 10 minutes, right? It's you thinking about it, making sure to set the time aside, getting everything prepped in advance. Like, it's a lot of mental energy.
Yeah, I've kind of figured out a more streamlined way, which is to use edits. So Instagram edits. I don't know if you've used that before. I used it a while ago and then I stopped using it. But I think I'm going to set up some templates that I can just kind of use from there instead. Because I was just uploading videos manually through Instagram and doing it that way, just like with a spare 10 minutes when I was at work. But yeah, I feel good about it. It's nice to get a kick up the butt to try something different on socials rather than just doing the same old and trying to... I guess the thing with socials as well, particularly I'm just trying to stick to Instagram at the moment, is you are told to be consistent
Mm.
rather than anything else. But consistency leads to stagnation for me. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm glad to now be like every now and again be able to think, oh, let's just do it. Let's throw a trial reel out there and stir the
Mm-hmm.
pot. It's kind of what it feels
Yeah.
like.
So do you think you'll carry on with it daily?
Yes, yeah, I'm doing, well, for the last week I've done 2 a day, so one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm potentially going to go to 3 a day
Mm-hmm.
and um be more consistent with the videos that I'm using, but I've got loads of hooks to try, so I'm excited to go
Mm-hmm.
through. I was only doing 2 hooks this week, and I might try a few different hooks next week, and then like the next week do some more hooks. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I do like that part. It really is just the mental energy of putting all the things together, like grabbing a hook from the list that I've got, picking a video to go with that. The music is the hardest part for me. What music do you use? Music is, in my opinion, one of the most important parts. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like which one do you pick? And I can spend 5 minutes just trying to pick a song.
Okay. Okay.
It's like
Yeah, I can
that's that.
imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Um,
just
but
very
yeah, but I think the
important.
benefit of challenge week is like we try and pick something that it will just linger on your to-do list for a while, and just saying I'm just going to do it for a week
Mm.
lets you then say, and now I stop. Now I'm done.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm going to keep going for at least the rest of next week and maybe the week after. I want to see if doing more does do what people say.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that people, and when I say people, it's like just everyone that I see on social media. It's like this
Hmm.
is how many I'm posting. Um,
Yeah.
everyone is basically doing multiples a day. Like
Yeah.
it's their full time job because it is.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people who are doing it are very good at like batching content. Like it
Hmm.
benefits people like that who can spend a chunk of time getting together a lot of very similar looking content
Hmm.
and then putting it out bit by bit. Like it's very much like old school TikTok strategy.
Yeah,
Um, which I don't, yeah, it feels like an odd thing for Instagram to be doing right now, but that's
it's
their business
very
decision, I guess.
backward step. Yeah, it does feel
Yeah,
like TikTok. It's
yeah. And
it's
like they haven't,
assuming. Go on.
I feel like Instagram themselves haven't done a lot to like be this is our new thing. I just
No,
heard about it for a while from like a bunch, maybe I'm just old, but like I heard about it
no,
from a bunch of
no.
other
They
authors being like, I'm
they
trying this thing.
Yeah, they. I don't think they really make these announcements to normal people. I think that they just tell
Oh, the cool
influencers.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, like people who have got maybe like paid profiles
Mm-hmm.
um get the info and then they then share it with their people.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the thing that I found last week, was it, where I found you could link your Instagram to Pinterest. It's like,
Yeah.
when did that happen? Who do we talk to about who
Yeah.
decided this? Um, I thought I was really behind on the times. I thought this seems so obvious that surely, like, I'm the person that's missed
I've
out.
never
But
heard about it.
from
No.
everyone I've spoken to, they didn't know that you can link your Instagram to your Pinterest. So when you post on Instagram, it goes straight to Pinterest as well.
Mm.
Who knew? Who did they tell? Anyway, I could go
Yeah.
off on Instagram for hours.
But I mean, I think trial reels have been around for a while, like so long that I get adverts about like how to make trial reels.
Yeah.
So clearly we are behind the times, but I know people are starting them now. People are starting to see success with them who are starting even now, so it's not too
Yeah.
late. And
Yes.
I do feel like because it's been around for a while, I am the sort of person who would say, "Oh, I've missed the boat. Never mind. I'll just leave
Mm.
it." Whereas like I think having a challenge week is a good chance to say, "I'm just gonna try it and see what happens and like see how it
Yeah.
feels. Do I like it?" And also like sometimes it's good practice for like whatever the next thing that's going to come around is. Just being
Hmm.
able to like jump on a new option. Um, yeah, because I think I was the same with my challenge week plan of just like it's something where it was nice to say I'm just going to do it for a week and see how it goes, and then you can just like hop straight out again.
Yeah. And do you think that you are well enough into your routine this week that you can continue, or do you feel?
Literally day one, I was like, I'm the king of the world. I feel so good. I do this all the time.
Okay.
And I know that. I know that every time I get out of my habits, and it's I think the most important one, oddly, is morning pages. Um, and it's slightly annoyingly time consuming for what it is. And and it's like the easiest thing to just drop because there's nothing I actually need to do. Like a lot of things on my morning to-do list are like shower, sort out the cat litter, make a cup of tea. Morning page is just like, well, I guess tomorrow, if I'm running late. But like I'm running late from my own schedule, so there's no consequence to it. I think I'm always looking for like excuses to get out of my good habits, and I like excuses to self-sabotage. And so when I'm feeling really good and I'm in the zone with everything, I'm feeling great, I can drop one page and I'm like, that's no consequence. I won't feel any worse at all. But like you drop them for a week and then you're like, oh, I don't want to go and exercise today. I won't do it. And then you drop them for 2 weeks, you're like, I don't want to meal prep. I won't bother. And then by the time you're like 6 months later, which is where I'm right now, 6 months later, you're like, I feel horrible and I don't need a habit.
Yeah, I was like that with yoga when I used to do yoga every day, and I did yoga every day for years. It was like my thing. I wasn't like one of those people that like
You were Adrienne.
yeah, I wasn't Adrian, but I didn't talk about it with everyone, but it was just my thing. I loved doing it, and I wasn't good at it. I didn't get better over those years. It was just for me. It wasn't for anybody else.
So good.
It feels so good, but then I stopped for like a while. I can't even remember why. And then next time I thought about yoga, like literally thought about it, it was like 2 years later. And I was like, oh, I've not even thought about doing yoga. And it was really like so difficult because I'm not somebody, I'm very good at starting habits and sticking to them, but it's not actually a habit for me to do things. It's a repetitive task that I force myself to do for the feeling of doing a good job. It's a box ticking exercise that makes me feel good. So the actual habit is saying I've done it. And that's the only way
I think
that
I'm good
I
at
can do
routines.
things.
I'm not good at habits because like a routine, you just get used to following the plan. A habit, like you do it without thinking, and I never get to that stage with pretty much anything.
I'm not that person. Yeah, I'm not a habit person. And I've been doing French lessons on Duolingo for let me tell you how many days because it's on my screen.
Yeah, let me be unimpressed by your streak.
Listen.
I'll pretend to be interested.
625 days without break. That's in a row. I have logged on to do a French lesson. And that is solely because I can't lose the streak. It's not because I remember to do it. It's not a habit. I have to force myself every day to be like, you can't lose this streak. And I wish that I just did things without thinking, but literally stopped thinking about yoga, and 2 years later I remembered it existed.
The concept of yoga.
Yeah, like, oh, stretching. Oh, yeah, I remember I used to be able to do that.
Yeah. But I did it for daily for a while, and like now I'm always like, oh, why are my hips so tight? Oh, it's not in yoga. It's like I should do that again, and I don't do it again.
Yeah, it's so easy to stop doing it, especially if you don't, like you say with morning pages, if there's no like repercussions for not doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's like I wouldn't leave the house if I didn't have to, but I have to, and that's the only reason I go out.
Like I've made myself a loyalty card, so like once I'm back in it, it feels really good, right? Because I get a loyalty card stamp for doing my morning routine. I get one for doing my evening routine. I get one if I do an exercise and a chore, whatever that day's chore is. So I can get 3 a day, right? Which is like, and I get like a nice pair of socks if I do one. If I get a whole loyalty card, I can get some like a book. And it's like a child, right? And it's often things that I would buy anyway, right? Because like I need new socks sometimes, and I need books. I don't need books, but like I will buy myself a book anyway.
Books.
It's not anything extravagant. It's not something I would not normally buy, but it sort of makes me defer rewards in order to do my routines. But then when I go away, so I go away to a conference or I go away to a retreat, I'm obviously not doing those routines because we have different schedules, and like everything is off. And then when you get back, you're like, oh, I'll have a lie-in the next day, or I'll do some laundry, I'll have an off day, and then I just never get back into it. And I've had like a half-filled loyalty card on my fridge for like 6 months.
Oh, that is sad.
I know.
If you like, so you've started this week redoing stuff, do you have a failure rate that is acceptable? You know, like if you say like one day you actually do need a line because you're so tired, which means you miss morning pages. If you have like a failure rate,
the stamp.
yeah, and but how do you get back into that then?
Good question.
How can you force yourself back into it? What do you
I
need
don't know.
from, yeah, what do you need from the universe to tell you to go back and do stuff?
I don't know because I think it's fine to have some days off, right? Like,
Yeah.
because actually I made it purposely so that really I would have a couple of failures a week and whatever it is. Because like I have to do the chore on that day, and sometimes you just go right whatever the chore is that day. And it's like if I didn't do it that day that I said I would do it, I don't get the stamp. I decided to have a few failures a week because otherwise I'm getting like new socks every 5 minutes, which I don't
A
need.
perfect thing. That's exactly what I need. I love socks.
I got new socks today, and they've got like little they're ones I bought when I was in the British Library a while ago, and I put them on my little reward shelf, and they're little cats and books. They're lovely, and I felt really good for getting them, rewarding myself with them.
Oh, a reward
Um,
shelf. I love this.
yeah. I've got another pair of socks now right now and a little Christmas ornament on my reward shelf. But I can't take them off the reward shelf till I've earned them.
That is dedication. So you actually like
Yeah.
pre-buy the
Yeah.
things that you get rewarded, and then you get to take it off a shelf. That's amazing.
Yeah. Or if it's books, I'll write in the back of the reward the space like what I'm saving up for, what I'm getting stamps for. So I'll write in the back what the books are on and choose them in advance from a little list that I make of books I want. Yes, it does feel
Oh.
amazing, but I just if I stop doing it, I stop.
Mm,
Because the
yeah.
reason why I stop is like I don't like myself at that time when I'm not doing it, right? I'm
Yeah.
looking for like so therefore I wouldn't like myself enough to get back into it.
Mm. Yeah, that's worrying
I need
for you.
therapy. Yeah.
Yeah. But I know what you mean. Self-sabotage is like the easiest way out of a lot of
Yeah.
things.
Because also you can't
Yeah.
believe it could be this easy. Like literally day one I felt better. I was like, if it's this easy, I should have been in it the whole time.
Yes, I am. I'm that person where if it seems easy, I'll put it off for as long as possible. I have got
Yeah.
so many things. Case in point, like the state of my office, which has never gotten tidy, because I know that it maybe will take a couple of days just to like move things into where they need to go and like throw things out. But because it's only going to take a couple of days, I'll never do it. I mean, I'm going to do it because we're kind of doing the flat up at the moment. But there's like I've got loads of things in my kitchen that need fixing,
Mm.
and it seems too easy to do. So why do it right now? Because I could just do
Mm.
it tomorrow, and then it just goes on forever and ever. I get
Yeah.
harder tasks in life.
Or like a better reward system. Yeah, I've got a lot
Mm.
of like little tidy or little DIY things everywhere in my house because I bought like a real rundown house and I got enough things done to make it fine. And now there's
Yeah.
just little things. Um, but they're not a challenge enough, not exciting enough. They're not rewarding enough intrinsically. They're just boring.
Yeah.
Um, and often like all I'd be doing is like tidying something away into like another slightly unsuitable place because I don't have any more storage.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tidying away. That's what I'm good at. I'm not good at cleaning. I'm good at tidying. So,
But yeah, I think that is
uh,
the key is like what's like how do you get back on something once you failed? The
yeah.
same with like trial reads. If you decide I want to do it for 3 weeks and then you just stop doing it,
Yeah.
what's the consequence?
Yeah,
Nothing.
which is why like when I first started doing TikTok and I started like I'm sure you'll remember because you did the same thing. Loads of accounts, an account for
Yeah.
quotes, an account for vibes, an account. Oh, and I know. I thought at the time I was worried at the time because I thought I've seen this before where some people say the more accounts you have, the less likely you are to post because
Mhm.
of the like the invisible pressure of doing it or the invisible strain, and I did worry about that on TikTok when I set up my like 6 accounts that I have. And for a while I was doing great and the
Mm.
rewards like the views and the comments and stuff were just not getting I never hit big with anything. And I
Yeah.
think when you put so much effort in and spend so much time in doing something where you have an idea of what a good reward would be or what you think the
Mm.
reward should be and it never comes.
Obviously going to stop.
You
That would be
you,
ludicrous if you didn't stop.
yeah, it's like, well, like this is so much effort for nothing, and I'm already putting so much effort into writing for nothing. Why am I
Yeah.
putting effort into posting for nothing as well? So I don't know what I'm gonna do after a few weeks of doing trial reels if it doesn't pick up. I don't know. I mean, I probably will stop. That's like the crux of it, is that I'll probably just stop and wait for the next trend to try.
Maybe that's a useful thing to know, is like, I think there are people who, like, they can, and I was, when I spoke to Adam Beswick about this earlier in the year when he gave a talk about like mindset and things, I was like, when would you have stopped doing TikTok? Because he was talking about his very first TikTok strategy. I was like, when would you have stopped if it hadn't been successful? Like, how would you have known when to stop trying? And he's like, literally never. There's no point at which he would have stopped. I was like, okay, that's not me at
That is
all.
not me. Not for something like
Because
that.
I know there's a spread of people, and some of them, by doing it a lot, will get successful, and some of them, by doing it a lot, will go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting. I mentioned this earlier in the workshop, that I have been listening to a lot of podcast episodes. I really like if I find an interesting person, like listen to a lot by them, because I find it sort of sinks in better. So there's a lot of podcasts with Josh Malerman, who wrote Bird Box, and he was a musician first. And like, he's a musician just because he wrote poems, and some of his friends who were in a band at school were like, can you write some poems so we can make songs with them? And then they were like, we need to play an instrument to be in the band so you can keep writing songs for us. And so he played the organ in the band, and then just spent years, like a decade, touring, living out of a van on like $10 a day with his bandmates. And while he was doing that, like, he would write in the passenger seat, he would write novels. And I think he was like around our age before Bird Box was a success. And he was also in a band that was like, took a long time to see any success. And they have seen success. Like, they're a successful band. They've had many albums, and they had like I think they did like a theme song of Shameless in the US.
What
And
band are they?
something generic, a name that I've forgotten. The band is not important to me. The writing,
Yeah.
writing is important. Feel free to Google it. Yeah, it's Josh Malerman who wrote Bird Box, which was a film with Sandra Bullock. Oh, I think the film is. I think both are worth watching and reading. Like, it's interesting to see what changes they made. And he was just like, never questioned that he would be successful. He was like, I just never questioned. Partly, I guess, because he's seen the same thing happen with his band. Of just like, he was like, there's no way in which something I have been so dedicated to couldn't have success in some way. And so partly, like, the success is finishing something. So, like, finishing the novels feels like success to him. But also, like, he couldn't see a world in which, like, and he was writing, I think it's got something like 25 trunk novels. Like, not trunk novels, novels that have not even been published. He doesn't see them as trunk novels. I think he's, like, completed 30 novels. And he was like, yeah, the amount of effort and dedication I put into these, something will come out of it. And I was like, that is not how I see the world.
It's funny because I do see the world like that in some ways. I really do believe that if I keep going, something will come of it. And I believe that everything that I've ever tried, I've been successful at. In some way, like in a way that made me feel like whatever it was worth my time, because I enjoyed it, or I made a friend, or, you know, there's always like a success story from something that I've done, even if like it's not what other people would call success. But when it comes to putting yourself out there like that, like I feel like I could be successful with books if I keep going, because I have to believe that. But when it's things like social media and putting your face out there to be judged and to not be accepted for what your face is presenting, that is...
I never think of that aspect of it. I never think someone's not enjoying my social media because of my face.
I think it's my face.
This face. This face.
I like my face. I think my face is fantastic. But it's not... And this isn't like being negative about myself or anything, but I don't have an Instagram face. I don't have a social media face. And that's a very...
Why would you mean you don't wear makeup? That's the only reason you need an Instagram face.
But I do sometimes wear makeup, but it's more just like, I don't think that... This is going to sound insane. I just don't think that my phone camera or like the internet can capture me in all of my glory. I don't think I translate well.
I think I'm more photogenic than I am good looking in real life. So I
Oh,
would feel like, yeah, actually, I can more. I look
I
good.
don't translate well on camera at all, I don't think. And I can look in the mirror and I'll be having like a great hair day and my makeup looks really good and I'm like, oh, I look great. And I'll even take a selfie of myself and I think this looks good. And then I open Instagram and I try and like find a picture to put up or I try and do a
Mhm.
video and I just look at myself and I'm like, no, no.
But also, your trial reads are not your face, right? So I don't know where this is
Yes, they
going.
are. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
But they don't
doing,
have to be.
they don't have to be. I'm doing face ones as my trial at the moment.
Because you're
Um,
trying to find a way to fail.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I wanted to see whether my face was the problem.
Mm.
And I just feel like I don't feel like I come across well
Then don't use your
when
face. That's not
yeah.
like a requirement of reels.
No, I know. It's a
A lot of people are
weird
doing like text cover, like a text page
yes.
covering their face.
Yes, I'm doing text over. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a very difficult thing to describe. I just don't feel like I look like myself when I put a picture on Instagram. I don't know. It's really weird.
Then just don't use your face. That is fine. Delete
But
that from the process.
but I, yeah, it's like if I was trying and trying and trying. So like Adam Beswick is just always his face. It's always him.
Hmm.
People see that and they like it and they interact and they're engaged. But I don't. If I was doing the same thing as he does every day and putting my face and like a personal story out every day, and no one was engaging, it would feel like people are looking at me and thinking, not interested in her.
Yeah.
And I
I
would
think it would
stop.
be hard to say because he's right. He does very personal TikToks and like
Yes.
he, I think he's very good at not taking those things personally, like
Hmm.
what people respond. And also, he's like a man in a female space, so he gets a lot of positive feedback from that.
Hmm.
Um, Fine, but like I think I wouldn't even conceive of using my face as on Reels if that wasn't my favorite thing. If I was like, oh,
But
I'm a bit
I like
conscious that
it.
I don't look my
I
best
just
like
I feel
self on
I
Reels.
just it's not even that I don't think I look bad on them either. I like the videos that I use and I like how I look in them. I just feel like other people don't.
Okay, but then I wouldn't be
That's
using them. I'd be like, the world does not
yeah.
deserve this face. I'm not going to appreciate it. There are many other types of things
Yeah,
to do, and
maybe
I think
that's
that
what I
is a
need
good,
to
yeah, a thing to consider. That is like, why
yeah.
would you possibly be doing this thing that you don't think is the best thing, and then
Yeah.
you're going to be sad when it fails?
Yeah. Maybe next week I will try not face stuff and just
Yeah,
see how that goes.
yeah, okay,
Maybe feel less attached to it as well.
yeah. Challenge week Mark 2.
Hmm.
Can you bully me into finding a way to stop giving up on my habits, on my
Yes.
routines?
Yeah. How can we do this? Oh, I mean, you could check in. We could like add a little check in on Saturday co-working if you wanted to do that. Would that make you if you had to tell us what you'd done in the week?
No, I
No.
wouldn't care. Wouldn't motivate me
Okay.
because like
Okay.
it's like the person I feel worst about laying down is myself.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Um,
And I'm,
it's
yeah, and it's not to say
difficult
other people don't feel motivated by other people, I don't.
because I can't like come around and knock on your door and ask you what you're doing. So
I also wouldn't care, right? Because
yeah.
I'm not motivated by other people's
Yeah.
involvement in the process.
What makes you want to do the things you're doing?
Because I know it's a bit like, there are all sort of variations of like eating healthily and exercising. There's no immediate reward, but I feel better if I do them overall. And I'm not
Hmm.
very good at non-immediate reward things.
Are you also somebody that kind of forgets why you started? So, if you have an idea, like I want to eat healthily and I want to exercise more because I know it makes me feel better, and then in a few weeks when you're having a bad week, you forget that they make you feel better. Because I'm kind of that person. I
I think
forget
it's when
why I
I'm,
started stuff.
yeah, because there's no immediate reward. If I feel bad, the immediate reward of skipping it is often better than is there an immediate reward I can get. Like that dopamine from like being bad is the only dopamine I've got available right then.
Yeah.
So maybe it's that I need to do the thing, but also give myself some more dopamine. And often,
Yeah.
like when I'm back on my routines, like I'm often trying to do everything all at once, right? Like I'm trying to like
Hmm.
exercise, make sure I do my morning pages, make sure I eat healthily, do all my chores, and try and do all things at once. There's no source of dopamine.
Yeah.
So maybe I need like a little snack cupboard that's
Oh,
got like
100%. You have to be, if you're not using food as
gold coins.
motivation, yeah, what are you
Because
doing?
I'm trying to eat healthily.
But you can eat healthily, and like the healthy snack is the reward. So I
It's not a reward.
use
There's no
it.
dopamine in a healthy snack.
Oh, there is for me. I'm food motivated. So if I want like a healthy reward, I'll have like a small piece of sourdough toast with peanut butter on. Or
I'll question the health value of that.
oh, that is a good healthy snack for me. Or
Not for me.
with like hummus and like tomatoes on it.
I
That
don't like
could just
hummus, but enjoy.
and that's like a little extra like energy as well to like continue doing the thing that I want to do. I'm like, oh, I'll have a little snack and then get some energy and then I can finish stuff. So I reward myself with food. So I think you need to reward yourself with food. And if you like sweets, I don't eat sweets. But if you want to reward yourself with sweets, then do that.
Yeah, I think it's more that sort of thing. Like, I think sourdough and peanut butter, I enjoy very much, but I would have that as a meal. And if I have it as a snack, I will have a lot of it. And therefore, I'm
Oh, I
absolutely
see. Yeah,
wasted.
I'm very good at just a little. If I'm having a snack, I
No,
can just do a little snack.
there's no dopamine in a little snack. The
Oh
dopamine
no,
has to
there
be from
is. No.
it has to be from transgressing in some way for me when I'm in that mood. When I'm in that mood of like, I don't want to do my good things,
Oh.
right? Because I'm not doing the good things, I'm trying to transgress, and that's where I'm getting my dopamine from. It's
Mm,
like from not doing the good thing. So I need
right.
to maybe pair up a not good thing.
A bad.
Like,
You need to do something bad to do something good.
yeah, yeah. So like, okay, if you do write the morning pages, you can transgress by having a Ferrero Rocher for breakfast or with breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that is it. I need like a little
Yeah.
emergency stash of like transgression habit stackers in my
Yeah.
cupboard.
Yeah. Because
So maybe that's
yeah.
a warning sign. If I've missed, I don't know, or if I've missed more than like 2 of my reward stamps in a day for 2 days in a row, then I'm like, pull out the transgression snacks.
Okay. But as long as you don't just turn the
I
transgression
know.
snacks into the
I love a
reward.
transgression snack.
Don't do two
Can't be
things.
Ferrero Rocher because
Get
I
a
love Ferrero Rocher
snack.
too much, or they wouldn't live in my house. But yeah, something
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
like an immediate joy.
Mm. Yeah, I'm a freak who even if I have a chocolate bar or like a bottle of wine or even a beer, I don't have the whole thing in one go. I have
Mm,
a couple of pieces of chocolate or a
yes,
small glass
not
of
for me.
wine. I know, like that's my weird thing is like I am a in
What's your
moderation person.
transgression dopamine then? Do you not have a dopamine from transgression?
Yes, instant noodles. Mm.
I could not have put that being your answer again. Okay.
I love noodles so much. It's a problem, and I have to not buy them. And I love the ones that are really like you put oil in them, so they're really unhealthy, and the ones that
Yeah.
are really really spicy, so you always regret it because you get such bad stomachache later and you feel sick. And like that's my problem, and I have had to stop buying them because it was
You can get like really
too
little
much.
cup noodles. Like,
No,
that's a good transgression snack.
no, I'm doing well. I don't get the actual cup ones. I get the instant like ramen that you do in a pan for a couple of minutes. But
Oh, I think go to like one of the Chinatown supermarkets and get some little cup noodles.
I don't want no. This is the thing. Like my transgression is I don't just do one pack. I do two.
Oh, okay. I'm very good at serving size with transgressions,
That's
unless I'm like
no
really in a bad
like
place.
yeah for like chocolate and like alcohol and stuff
Hmm.
like that. I can just do a little bit. But for noodles, that's a
Okay.
problem. That is my problem area, and I do 2 packs, and I regret it. Well, sometimes I don't regret it because sometimes I do it as a meal, but sometimes I do it as a
Yeah.
snack. But it's so much, and I have to stop.
I mean, I feel good hearing this because like I could have
Yeah.
noodles in my house for the rest of the time and not eat them. They could be fine. I do like they're all right. I don't love noodles.
God,
Um,
I love noodles.
but they're all right. I think because for me, the time I maybe most had them is if you're flying like from the UK to Asia on an Asian airline, that'll be their snack. It's like a cup noodle. So for me, it's like it's airline food.
Yeah.
But it's also like the airline food you can order at any time of night because like obviously noodles are quite popular in Asia. So you can like ding your little intercom and whether they're serving food or not, they'll bring you a little cup noodle. which I just really enjoy. So it
Don't
doesn't feel like a
tell me
transgression. It feels
this
like
when you know that I'm like wanting to try and book to go to Japan. Like, book the
yeah, but
flight
that's going to be
now.
like a one-off thing. You're not even regularly flying to
Constant
Asia. But I
noodles the whole
phone around
way.
Asia a lot, and yeah. Imagine you just press a little button and they just bring you noodles on
Yeah,
demand,
every
no
hour.
question asked. You could do, they'd be fine. Yes, so they're not a transgression free for me, but I think
Okay.
this has been useful just to think like
Hmm.
because I think when I get into my good like routines and my good habits, I think I want to be perfect, right? It's my perfectionism. I want to be like
Mm.
all in or all out. Like once I start self-sabotaging, that's it. Then I'm out for like 6 months. But I think I do need little steps back on. Like once I've had
Yeah.
a couple of days of knowing like I'm in a bit of a sabotaging mode,
Hmm.
just sabotage with Ferrero Rocher, but not Ferrero
Yes.
Rocher. Something
Purposeful
something less potent.
sabotage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh, I do love Ferrero Rocher. I
I
wish they
do,
did
but
vegan ones.
at the
What
tray
about, are
size.
you a Lindt ball person? Like a Lindor
Yes, but I couldn't eat a whole tray, and I could eat a whole tray of Ferrero Rocher
easily. It's like
without. Yeah,
after eights. Could eat a whole
yeah,
box. Chocolate orange.
yeah.
Could eat a whole chocolate orange. I mean, not actually, because I would just have one and then leave it. But you know,
But you could if you were forced
in
to.
my
Yeah,
mind, yeah, I could do
yeah.
it.
But yes,
Oh,
I think this is what I really like about Challenge Week, and this is why we try and talk about Challenge Week, is like just having 1 week every quarter where we try and pick something that we've been putting off for a while, bringing it back, and then being able to like evaluate, can I keep it or how am I going to lose it?
yeah.
If it's a habit, or do I want to do it again?
Hmm.
If not,
Yeah, and it does always bring up something else as well. I always think like the challenge is the actual physical challenge is one thing, but like the mental challenge that you come up against,
yeah,
like the hurdle is actually something else.
yeah.
And
Yeah, because it was
that's
nothing to get back into it. Literally took me like half an hour. I cleaned up all my trackers, I cleaned my whole fridge. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed getting back into it.
yeah.
And it's just because like it was at the exact right time. So this was like last week we had a real existential crisis mastermind meeting, and
Hmm.
both at home were like, I'm going to get back into some good habits as my solution to my life falling apart. Um, and it felt really enjoyable to say like this is going to fix things for me.
Hmm.
Obviously, it's a nice delusion, but it has made me feel miles better about things.
Yeah,
And just
me
like
too.
I'm doing, yeah, it feels like there's fewer obstacles in the way of things at the moment. Like if I've got
Yes.
chores around the house to do, I'm like, oh, I'll do that now. I'll just hop out and do that now. Quick and
Oh,
easy. Even
yeah.
watered my garden this evening, which I hate doing.
Good job.
Watered my garden, took out my cat food bin and my cat litter bin, went for a little walk in the woods. This is all post workshop.
Yeah,
Amazing.
you have done it very well. I took my bins out today, and that was basically it. And I have done nothing else. It's been another hot day, so I have
Yeah.
been just nothing. I just don't exist with it. So I love it, but my brain
Hmm.
is even more just nothing than usual.
Yeah. We have used our brains a lot today. We used it a lot for
Yes.
the workshop, which I do really love it. I'm so glad that we decided to do monthly workshops. It really changes a lot
I
for me.
feel like I have been having a lot of epiphanies recently, and then yeah, the workshop and also just like this whole week feels like um some cogs are turning.
Mm.
So
Hmm.
some things are changing, not
Are
quite
you
sure what's
on?
clicking into place. I'm on the cusp.
Yeah.
A door is opening. No, it's less cuspy and more like I'm kind of standing still
Mhm.
and the world around me is changing.
Oh,
I
like the
know.
bit in the Matrix when all the like, doors are flying past.
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I'm
Mm.
waiting for everything to like stop and so I can see what the new reality is.
Yeah. Okay. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I do sort of feel that way as well, actually. I think like this week I've been really weirdly watching a lot of films very intentionally. I don't normally watch a lot of films. Um, but I've been doing a lot of stuff on my computer, like Apple stuff, and watching loads of films. Like I watched Bird Box. That's why I was looking into the book again. I watched Bird Box and I watched Project Hail Mary, obviously.
Mhm.
And I forgot what it was like. But, like I've been watching a few films and like trying to figure out more about their structure and like hero journey versus heroine journey. It's felt very nice, but it partly is like, yeah, things are moving into place around me. I'm just trying to pull them together in my mind,
Yes.
which feels nice.
Yeah. Mhm. Agreed.
Yeah. Anything else on the topic?
Nope.
Okay. So next week we are talking about new series launches. What part of this are we focusing on?
That's a
Which I
very
forgot
good
to prime you
question.
to answer. Yes.
Yeah. I can't even remember. So new series launches, I don't even
Well,
know.
helpfully I do. It was it's got in front of me. It was about planning for them and like what resource you're going to put into it and how you decide what
That's
to spend money
it.
on, that
Yes,
sort of thing.
resources. Yeah, what extra resources and spends would I throw money at if I was starting a new series, or a new genre? I've written this down, and I was really
Hmm.
confident it was going to hit. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about this because we did this today in the mastermind where we had to write something down for one of the questions, and it felt very much like just guesswork. Like I was just saying what I
Hmm.
wanted to happen, um, and then I it was like a bit of an epiphany of, I think you said it. It's like that's fine. Like even if it is guesswork, that's okay. So I feel
Hmm.
like this kind of, if I had all the money to throw at a series, what would I do? Is the sort of guesswork and like just fun imaginings that I need to be doing right now. I need to be thinking
Hmm.
without limitations. Like I really need some what ifs going on.
Yeah, and I think some blue sky thinking and like then just say like, okay, am I not choosing that deliberately? Am I not choosing it because I don't think I've got the finances for it? And like, is that is that a choice that I want to change in some way? Like, do I want to
Mm-hmm.
get more money for it, or do I want to do a modified version of it? Rather than I think when you're not sure how something's going to do, and when you've not necessarily got a lot of money to throw at it, you can just think like, oh, I'll just pick the smallest things possible because
Yeah.
that's what I can do. Um, Whereas, yeah, I think we should have just like a big blue sky thinking
Yeah.
conversation
Yeah.
and then
That's what
see
I
where we
need.
want to go.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited to talk about that.
me too. Um, if you would like to talk more with us, we are always in our Discord. The link is in the show notes. There are many free channels in there where we just chit chat, wins and whinges, no super questions. You can also join tiers by going to our coffee. The link is also in the show notes. And then you get to do things like attend the workshops or get the workbooks for free, attend co-working sessions, attend the batching days, various different options for you. So you'll find something that fits, but it could just be join the free tier, or it could just be come back next week. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Pen to Paycheck Authors.
Stay tuned for our next episode, and don't forget to subscribe to learn how to write your way to financial success.